'Cause I want it all or nothing at all. There's nowhere left to fall when you reach the bottom. It's now or never.
Or what we could do, we can go a little bit more topical and more relevant for what we're about to do this week. Burn it down! Boom, boom. Whoa!
Welcome to Soft Launch,
everybody. We're back with another amazing episode. Here with you today are your amazing hosts of the Soft Launch podcast. I am Samantha Santos.
I am JC Mendoza.
And we're here. We're having fun. We're feeling silly.
Yeah.
We don't want to do this, but we love you guys so much that we're forcing ourselves to be consistent. And in order to give us the proper morale boost, we have the specialist guest that we've ever had and will have. We got Monroe Sally Santos in the building. Yeah. Let them know.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, she doesn't talk
she's
about
shy,
politics.
you know, she's not like,
She doesn't want to share her views with a liberal audience.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Every time we have a show, she's like, my parents are stars. I don't want to do it.
You stay right there, just like all my viewers and listeners at home. You guys stay right here because we got an amazing episode of Soft Launch for you guys this week. And we're going to kick off this episode the same way we kick off every episode with the segment where we tell you guys about what we got going on in our lives and what's happening in our segment called One Thing About We. And what you got? What you got?
No, you're going to go first, but this is a big one for you.
Well, one thing about me, guys, hopefully by the time this comes out, it will be Wednesday, and you'll already have seen the news.
Yeah.
I'll have made a post about it. I'll have fucking dropped the photo dump and probably a bunch of other things. But your boy got chosen as one of the comics to watch by Time Out Magazine and Hulu.
Yay!
It's true. I did. I'm a comic to watch.
You
so
are?
So fucking look at me in the eyes, you fucking prick. Watch me.
Yes, unless you're autistic, then we understand.
No, I don't. I don't, because you can still read. Watch me. You gotta fucking look at me.
You understand?
Well, yeah, I got named as a comic to watch. It was what an honor, what a surprise.
Yes.
Out of nowhere. It was super cool. I got hit up a couple weeks ago and interviewed that same day and did a photo shoot, and here we are. Hopefully by the time I'm talking to this, my life has changed drastically.
Yeah.
This is the last no, you don't leave, you don't do nothing, you don't go nowhere. If you guys ever hear me randomly screaming at any point this episode, it's because I'm a comic to watch and you listen to your father.
Yeah.
No.
You're a comic to watch and listen to as well.
Exactly. Monroe's
open your eyes and your ears, you stupid bitch.
Monroe's tried to jump off the couch, but I don't want it to. But yeah, comics to watch, it's been a fucking cool thing. It's my first real industry credit, and I'm very excited about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you should be. A long time coming.
Thank you, baby.
Yes. I mean, my eyes have always been on you.
Come on.
Yes.
Stop it.
So, yeah, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you, baby.
Yes.
It's cool. It's Time Out Magazine. I think it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. You got chosen, and we always talk about, it's always about who you know and what you know. Like, we don't have any representation.
Nope.
Nobody put your name in for this. When he asked, like, hey, how'd you guys find me? They were like, hey, we asked a couple people, and if someone's name gets brought up a couple of times, then we just hit them up. Mm-hmm. And they asked, like, people that are around that have seen you work, that know how hard you work, and you got chosen.
Yeah.
Because of your hard work and how good you are, and for nothing else. It wasn't your connections. It wasn't your networking. Because you suck at that. Yeah. It was just your just off of your talent alone.
Yeah.
So press that. You don't have the buttons. Press the clapping buttons. Yeah. Let it play for a little bit.
I appreciate it. It's super cool. It's cool.
They finally understand.
Yeah. It's nice. It feels good. It feels good. I do feel sad that I can't complain anymore about these types of things, because that was like where I was hanging my hat on. But it's cool. I'm excited to see. Hopefully it opens some doors. Hopefully it like, comes, like, something comes of it. If not, it's just a cool thing, and it's nice to be appreciated.
Yeah.
It's nice to.
I wouldn't fucking know.
No,
it's not about me.
Stop that. But
no, being funny.
If
doesn't matter. You don't have to do a pivot. It doesn't matter as being funny.
Yeah.
No. Even it doesn't matter what comes of this. This is just a huge moment because you're being recognized.
Yeah.
And I think that is sometimes in art, the most important thing. You just want to, sometimes you need like a moment where people are like, you're doing exactly what you should be doing, and we see you. And and you are a comic to watch.
Yeah, and it's cool. And then make no mistake, when I got it, my first thought was, who the fuck else got it?
Yeah.
Because if they suck, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Me too.
And I don't know the comics from the other cities. I do know one. His name is Opie. He's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the New York comics were pretty good, man. Yeah. Jamie Wolf is a monster.
He's so good.
New York's funniest this year.
Yep.
Alex Cuman, she's a regular at the Cellar. She's been fucking on Comedy Central and shit already. And then same thing with Kenise Mobley. Yeah, already been on Netflix and JFL and all of that. So it's like, you know, I feel like out of all of the ones in New York credited, I was the least credited. So I'm happy to get that.
Yeah.
To just get a shout and be able to have a little something under my belt to make me feel confident and like I can keep going.
Yes.
You know, so I'm very happy about it. And if you guys haven't read the article already, hopefully it's out and I can put a link in the bio and you guys can check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
I hope they do like a post or something.
Yeah, you know I'm sure they will. They posted something like the other day that I just saw.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, she's just leaning on my leg. I'm super excited for you. I'm excited for your interview. When you were doing your interview, you were in this room.
I was right
and
here.
I was outside pacing like a proud mom, like listening to your answers. I'm like, good answer.
Yeah.
The kids got it.
Yeah, so fun. And then the photo shoot was a lot of fun. I hope they pick a cool picture of me. And I can't wait to get it framed. I don't want to hang it somewhere. Maybe I'll put it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on my site too.
Yeah, with all my knickknacks.
Yeah.
And then, it's a cool thing. And then also in comedy, last time I talked to you guys, we were talking about how I shot something for the first time. And I was feeling kind of whatever about it, but happy that it was over. I just got some really good feedback on it. I actually got the rough cut of it. Not the cut, but like I got my set.
Just the rough draft. Yeah.
The rough draft from all the angles. And it looks great.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It looks great. It sounds good. I feel like I look good. I feel like all my jokes landed the way that I wanted them to land.
So good.
It's something that I'm excited for you guys to see.
Yeah, I watched it and immediately felt anger.
Yeah.
I'm like, you stupid motherfucker. Always being dramatic, men. And yeah, I watched it. I'm like, what a fucking good set. And then when you were explaining it to me when you first did it, you're like, I had him in the first half and like I didn't love the second half. And then I even told you, like, I prefer the second half because you're not nervous. Like, and then I told him that, and he's like, how did you know I was nervous? I'm like, it's almost like I know you. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't just meet you yesterday.
I know, but what made it?
Just, I can see it in your face. Like, I can see when you're on stage and you're doing your jokes to do your jokes.
Yeah.
And then I know when you're like in the moment and you're not thinking about your jokes. And that is what it felt like in the second half.
Yeah. I definitely, like, watching it, I felt more comfortable in the second half, too. I felt like I also had, like, a couple laughs and jokes that I had never gotten before.
Yeah.
Like in places just being silly and like changing the way I said something. I wanted to tell this to Marie Foster when I saw her. The way that she says her jokes, like, because she's funny and she can write, but like she's just so silly.
Yeah, I love it.
What she says, just the way that she says it is funny. And like I feel like I go through moments with comics that I watch and like I want to do that or take that. And like, my last two have been Nori Davis and now Marie, because Marie's voices that she goes into, just like, because they're not like character voices, they're just like
just like shit, poussoir.
Yeah, just like extended versions of herself.
Yeah,
and I like, or not extended, expanded. It's like exponential. It's like extra. Like she's just putting a little bit more on it, and that's what Nori does with his faces.
Yeah.
And watching those two, I feel like I've really started to lean into that for me, and I was watching myself do that. I'm like, I'm proud of myself for just like pushing myself a little bit farther in something, even if it's not like physically on paper, like little things in performance that matter. It's such a fun thing to do.
I know. Whenever I see Marie, I'm like, I need this level of like myself on stage because it is just a more exaggerated version of herself.
That's the word I couldn't think of exactly.
Yeah, because she is that person off stage. She's just not performing that would be weird.
She's not performing in conversation.
Yeah, it would be weird if she was like that. But like, she is that person, and it's so perfect on stage. She's so funny, and like she's having a good time on stage, and everybody knows it. Like, I've seen her have not so great sets, but she's still having a blast. And it doesn't matter to her. She doesn't give a fuck, and she never isn't her. Yeah. And I love that. Yeah. And I feel like that is what comes in time.
Yeah, that's what the most fun striving towards is getting that a little bit closer. But yeah, it was a cool week. So I have those two things coming out. They're gonna be super cool. I can't wait to share them. And I just had a week with no shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shows, and I want to have shows.
Yeah, maybe this is God making you
just slow down.
Because you don't know what's about to come.
Mm-hmm, maybe
get your rest in.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. I'm just excited. I feel good, and I have no shows in a way that's like I'm not like worried about the future. It's just a down week, but I'm excited to get back out there and fucking put my hair in a different way and do new jokes.
Yeah,
not to never do those jokes again, but to like put them in the back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because one thing about me, I know you talk about like I don't celebrate my wins enough, but when I think something good is coming, I can't fucking stop my brain.
Yeah.
I've planned out what I'm gonna say for my late night set, what I'm gonna do for Don't Tell, and then what I'm still gonna have in the tank.
And
for
that's called
special.
Manifesting, babes.
And bro, I think about all of it, like what I think about the 5 that I'm gonna do for the seller and shit like that, like all of these things that like. That's why I try not to like get so ahead of myself in the moment, because
but don't keep yourself small.
Yeah,
like you say those things out loud. You got to say them.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. It's been a cool year so far, and things are happening. Things are happening.
Yes,
and it feels good for that to be the case, because I feel like for so long we've been talking about wanting just these small opportunities that I've been lucky enough to get closer to this year than last year. So it's just a product of us doing the right things and knowing that the things will come.
Yes.
Yeah, and we got, hopefully more good news for you guys next week, because we got a couple meetings in place this week.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool stuff, man.
Cool things are happening. I felt like this year was going to be a big year, and I'm excited because it feels like it is.
Yeah, things are hopefully starting to fall into place, and it's going to be fun. What about you, baby?
So my one thing about me is that I'm a proud girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm a super proud girlfriend. I'm super proud of you. I feel like you usually are the one giving me the speeches. It's not really my thing.
No.
To give speeches, but I am so proud of you. I feel like when I met you and in the beginning of our relationship, you were so consumed with who you were that you didn't at all like notice who you were. In the moment, like at the moment that I met you, you were so like, oh, this is who I was before. I was like this lazy guy who didn't do anything, and it consumed you. And you wouldn't like, even when I'd be like, you are so hardworking, you'd be like, no, like almost trying to convince me that you weren't and that what I was seeing wasn't real.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for everybody else to catch up and like now watch you from the same eyes that I've been watching. Like you've been putting in all this work, and now it's coming, all the things that you've wanted are coming to fruition, and I'm just so excited for you. And I'm so excited for you to step into this like new chapter of your life, knowing that like who you were in your 20s is not defining you for the rest of your life. Who you are right now is who the fuck you are, and it doesn't need any explanation or anything. You don't have to be like, I was like this. You don't always have to bring that up to people. You are who you are right now, and it's a beautiful thing, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. This is just the beginning. I'm just super, 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 super proud of you. And I can't wait for everything, all the things to come. Everyone to watch your set. I've seen you work so fucking hard on. Gave you a couple tags for them too. Yeah, mention me in the credits.
I will.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm just really excited for you. I'm excited for everybody to see what I've been seeing you like cooking. You've been really working really hard and behind the scenes when no one's watching. And everyone's going to get to see the fruits of your labor. And I'm super, super, super excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Virginia.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's really nice. It's tough, man. It's hard to like, I don't feel like I have imposter syndrome in like the way that I hear about it, like feeling like I don't belong in spaces. But like sometimes I feel like, and I've heard you say this, like I feel like I don't know if I'm the person that I want to be or the person that I was acting like somebody that they want to be. And that's, I struggle with that so much. So I appreciate it. And it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. We all have moments in our lives we're not like super proud of, but that doesn't define you. Yeah. And you're working so hard. You're not acting. You know what I mean? You would have quit a long time ago. This is not for the weak, what we do. So yeah, I'm super excited for you. Obviously there's always more we can be doing, but you need to take time to sit and be like, wow, you got here and you didn't have anybody to help you. You did it all on your own, which is something you should be super proud of.
I had you to help me.
Well, yeah, but I don't have any connects, babes. Yeah. And I say your name in every room I'm in, but I got no fucking sway over here. And I'm not good at networking, so I'm barely saying my name in those rooms. Yeah. But yeah, you're just, and you're an inspiration because like I, don't have that stuff and I see you get it and I'm like, it doesn't matter. If people are overlooking me, that's their mistake because so many people have overlooked you and it doesn't matter because they were wrong, and you are exceptional. And now everyone is going to know it.
I hope so. And, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Nice. You guys
That's
can't
my
see.
one thing.
Yeah. I'm a little choked up over here. But no, this game is fucking. It's a mind fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's you got to take the woods where you got to been. The fun part, I was talking to John too about this when we did her podcast, like how much fun I've had in the like self-realization part of all of this has been so unexpected. Where like I knew I still had work to do, but I didn't know some of it was gonna come, like so much of it was gonna come as a direct result of just giving myself more and more to this thing that we're chasing. So it is cool and it feels nice, and you know the ones they're few and far between, and it feels good to get one and be able to share it with you and like enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting, and again, it doesn't matter what comes of this. It doesn't. None of it matters because these things are wonderful to have, but they don't define you. So yeah, you are. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. And yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, and I will just quickly, if you're watching and not listening, JC is in a like soccer jersey.
Yes.
That he got like when we were just talking, we were not official.
Yeah.
He was like very big. He thought he brought thrifting back.
I did.
And was just going to Buffalo Exchange, which is not really thrifting.
What
it's a consignment store.
So what's the difference between
So people
thrifting
that
and
buy like nice things, they drop them off at this place and then they make money off of it. So the store doesn't get all of the money from that shirt. You get some money. It's consignment.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do with a lot of the shit that I had in our old apartment, but I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So I just donated it. But yeah, you can do it there and you can make money off your clothes. It's a small percentage, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's a consignment place. So
Is that what Buffalo Exchange is?
Absolutely. If you go in there with like fucking Fashion Nova stuff, they'll be like, we don't take that. Everything is like a cool brand.
Yeah, they're that's why I went there all the time.
Yeah, they have cool stuff.
Prices.
Good prices because it's secondhand, but it's good stuff. Anyway, so he got this shirt. He used to go there all the time, and he used to be like, I'm thrifting today, and it was whatever, And I was like, that's mine, and I was sitting beside him.
Is that one of the Where does that rank on the things that you had to put up with?
No, that was so funny to me because I remember being in the car with this girl who will remain nameless, and JC's in the back seat, and he's like, "I'm just gonna say it. I think I brought thrifting back," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And it's just like it's just funny. Those are funny moments. Like you would be. And then, like, he couldn't help himself. It's secondhand clothes. Didn't care if they were washed or not. The kid was just going to wear them the night he got them.
Yeah. If you think I wasn't going to Buffalo Exchange and walking out with new clothes off the rack, you're fucking sorely mistaken.
He just put it on. So anyway.
Put it on, walk out. It's already been exchanged by the Buffalo. What the fuck else do we need to do?
So anyway, he's wearing the shirt right now that he got that he like never, that's one of the shirts you never wore. I don't know why.
I've never worn it.
I've never seen it.
Sometimes with jerseys and stuff, like I feel like if it's not Arsenal or my team, like I feel awkward wearing it.
Yeah.
But I don't even know this team and they don't play against Arsenal. So fine.
Yeah. So anyway, he puts it on as I'm getting like ready for getting ready. I'm in my house clothes. I don't know what I was doing. I was like walking. I don't know what I was doing, but I came out of the room and I looked and I was like, oh, you look hot. Because I like the way this looks on you. And then I get closer to it and I'm like, motherfucker, the patch on the thing says Santos. He's like, what? And I'm like, not you being obsessed with me before you knew you were obsessed with me. It says Santos. Club Santos Laguna.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking walking around. He's like, yeah, I got it. I don't know. I had it. And then, yeah, in true JC fashion, who didn't like commitment, couldn't wear it.
Yeah. It's just what it is. And make no mistake, Samantha was less impressed by the Santos and more impressed by the Laguna because that was her favorite show.
Yeah, Laguna Beach. I was like, damn it, really?
So if you're a YouTube viewer, enjoy me in this shirt because this is the last time I'm ever going to wear it because Samantha's going to take it.
Yeah, I'm going to wear that shirt from now on.
Yeah, it's Club Santos.
Yeah, unless you take my last name.
Yeah.
Now remember when that rumor that Jay-Z took Beyonce's last name?
Sean Knowles?
They said that like he doesn't go by that obviously, but like apparently they say he changed his name. I never checked it. I'm sure it's untrue.
I mean, what I do with the government is much less important than what I do
in these streets
on Instagram.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it kind of doesn't matter.
Are you gonna expect me to put Mendoza on my Instagram?
No.
Okay, because I got a stage name.
You can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be weird, if not weird to go Mendoza, but I'd be like, dog, man, it's already hard enough. There's another fucking JC that's big and has huge hair like me. I can't do that, and he's way bigger than me.
Yeah.
Physically and his career, so I can't be putting up with more than one fucking Mendoza. There's enough Julio.
Yeah, I know it's true.
They're coming from all fucking angles.
Yeah, and aren't they? They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fat guys, real big fat guys, really mirroring my career.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Yeah.
Or are you mirroring theirs?
Yeah, I'm mirroring theirs.
Yeah.
I could never. But to be fair, out of all of us,
my speech definitely hyped you up a little bit.
Yeah, there's only one of us that's been a Hulu comic to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's
too busy being Netflix.
What is Ralph Barbosa going to produce your special? Corny.
Courtney, wish I had it.
Yeah, and Courtney, I hope it blows up so you get the fuck out of this city.
Yeah, anyone who's listening, we are talking about the amazing, talented Julio Diaz. And anytime Julio's out of town, JC gets hit up like quadruple than he normally does. I didn't have any
shows this week because my article didn't drop and fucking Julio's back. Shit, it's just what it is.
Literally, it's so funny.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Julio Diaz, just go back and listen to the first 2 years of my career. I was copying him.
What do you mean?
No, I so much of his stuff, like his cadence, the way they.
Oh, really?
And like just being loud, like the way they did. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Julio was huge for me.
Yeah,
Julio
yeah.
And Jared.
Yeah, it's true.
Like actually, like what I actually did.
Do you remember when I had to have a conversation with you and I was like, "Hey,
Jared?
you're doing a Jared Waters impression on stage."
that happens.
And stuff like that.
Stuff like that. You know, honestly, I have a problem. Impressions get really fun for me.
Yeah,
so like I get in voices and I can't get out.
Well, it's just like you do the history of heinous more than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big problem.
Yeah.
When we get Yanni or fucking Chrissy D in here, it's gonna be a fucking movie. Because
or they're gonna be creeped out.
They're gonna be creeped out and they're gonna be fucking losers about it. They're gonna be squeaks.
You think so?
Yeah, they're not gonna be fun about it. Maybe Yanni. Christy's gonna be fucking loser about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like him on other people's pods.
No, because Christy's a people pleaser.
Yeah.
He's only himself with Yanni.
Yeah,
if he's not him, if that's not who he is, that's the best version of him.
Yeah, it should be that.
Great.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that was it. So he's wearing a shirt that says Santos on it.
That's what it is. I've been manifesting.
Yeah, just been in love, just been obsessed with me, honestly.
Just this whole time.
It's just what it is.
The call's been coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
It's true. But here we are. I'm going to burp, so you start talking.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to burp to talk over that. Gross.
Sorry. It just happens sometimes. When you're a comic to watch, you can't just hold in your gas. You got to let that shit out.
Yeah.
But that's what's going on. Check those things out, and we're going to keep it moving right along. I have an idea for a new segment on the podcast because the way that I write in stand-up, like, I'll have an idea that I think is generally funny, but I can't figure out how to make it work on stage for the life of me. Yeah. So it'll just live in my what I call. Where do you write down your jokes? What do you do?
In my notes app.
Do you like have a running? No,
log? I'm so disorganized. It's just I do a new note app.
That is actually better, but I only do that for finished jokes now. So when I write, I have one long ass note that's like 6 years old now.
Yeah.
It's called the rhyme book, because I used to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I put my fucking hot bars. So in my rhyme book is just like millions of horrible premises that I forget about, never use, and then revisit years later. I'm like, there's something here.
Yeah, you do that.
I do that all the fucking time.
I just have about, I don't know, 6,000 new notes.
Yeah, that's tough.
With one line, and then I'm like, I can't even make sense of what I meant.
Yo, creativity is insane.
It is crazy.
So, but yeah, I go in my rhyme book. But what I'm going to try to do now is, because it's not like a million people listen to this podcast. And even if you do, it's not like I'm not creating these things. So some of these bits, like, hopefully I can work them out on this pod and we'll fucking be on the stage. But, if not, then it's just a fun thing that we talked about on the pod. So I'm going to bring up some premises to you guys, and we're just going to have a little premise party.
Yeah, we'll have a little premise party. I like that.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be called, and I hope I can fucking do one each time. I had one premise this week that I don't know if it was a dream or what prompted me to come up with it. But basically, it's like men don't want to get married anymore in this country. And that's because half of marriages end in failure. They end in divorce. And men are scared because they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose everything. But since it's 50-50, instead of phrasing it like, oh, it's it's a risk, you're taking a risk. If we just change the marketing around a potential divorce from risk to gambling, I think a lot more men would be interested in getting married. Because maybe you could lose half your stuff, but you could also parlay this marriage working with Notre Dame winning the national championship next year and make some real fucking money.
Yeah.
So what's going to motivate a man to be a better husband than ensuring his parlay hits?
Yeah.
So that's instead of looking at it like you might lose, it's like you're 50-50. It's a gamble.
That's
know what else is a long shot? The fucking Giants on Sunday.
Yeah. They just got to make an app for it.
Yeah.
They just got to make an app for it so they can put some real money down.
That was an SNL bit where you can bet on your friend's downfall. But on your own, if you can put a bet on your own marriage and fucking make it work to hit a parlay.
I like it. I think there's something worth.
Got something there.
You got something there.
That one's got legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not. All right, and in terms of that one's got some sea legs. That one's about 3 years old.
Is it?
No, that one can walk around.
Okay, yeah,
like
yeah.
as a child. That was a child. That one's getting that one's KJ.
That one's getting their steps in.
Yeah, that's a KJ.
Yeah, that one's hitting their steps. Yeah,
That one's fucking running to the cabinet underneath the TV and just staying in there for a little bit. That's what my nephew does.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay.
What you got? You got anything?
So I have like a couple of things. I never know how to bring it up like on stage, but like the fact that like I always wanted to fit in, right?
Yeah.
So like I think like I dated bad guys because I wanted to.
I wanted to have
daddy issues.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have daddy issues, but I unfortunately had a present father, so I just had no excuse.
Yeah.
You know, and like I grew up in New York City. It's super progressive. So I was like the oddball out because my parents were together, and I used to like wish that they weren't.
Yeah.
And like just have something, just to have a struggle. I mean, it's hard to go to your friends, and be like, oh, what a day, and they're like, hey, yeah, my house has been split up.
Yeah. My house is split up.
Yeah, and I'd be like, my mom and dad are like having a date night, you know, and it's like
they're so gross.
Yeah. And so it was just hard.
I saw them doing butterfly kisses.
Yeah, the gag is that wasn't happy. I probably had it worse than my friends, but I couldn't say it. No one understood me. Yeah. But and so like when I used to play house as a kid, I always was like a single mom.
Yeah.
And I like, and it was never like I was never playing house glamorously.
Yeah.
Like I would be homeless sometimes.
Yeah, you weren't playing house, you were playing tenement.
Yeah. I was playing walk up.
Yeah,
I was playing fifth floor walk up.
You weren't playing house, you're playing Section 8.
Yeah, I was playing Section 8. I was playing family of 4 in a 1-bedroom.
You weren't playing housing, you were playing the lottery. You weren't playing house, you were playing Michelama. That's funny.
That's really funny. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So that was just what I was doing.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna say the rest of it. Is that weird?
It's a little much.
Is it too much?
We should have talked about it on the Patreon.
Yeah, then I'm not going to say it.
We should do it next week. We'll do it next week on the Patreon. Samantha has a heater.
I have a heater, but
it's a heater, but she is unfortunately flying a little bit too close to the sun on this one.
I'm writing a little close to the sun about my own life, about a very traumatic experience. Yeah. I'm flying a little too close to that dick in my mouth. You understand? Feel it in my pussy. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we can do it. It's a very heavy trigger warning. I think we should save it on the Patreon.
Yeah, we're going to save it on the Patreon.
www.patreon.com/softlaunch. Samantha will take this premise party and we're going to put a cover charge on it. All right, we got to put a bouncer at the door because everybody can't be let into this party.
Yeah. We have to put it on a $10.
Yeah, we're understaffed. You got to know somebody inside.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is a cover charge for this one. Yeah, it's going to be $10.
Yeah. And you got to pay in advance.
Yeah.
And you got to get bottles.
Yeah.
We're only letting table service in right now. But www.patreon.com/softlaunch to see to RSVP to Samantha's premise party. Yeah. Because she does have to work this one out, but I don't know if we can do it on the pod.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just have to do it in a room full of 200 people in a New York Comedy Club.
Jesus Christ. It is funny though.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of minutia's got to be worked at. Like I would never do this, but that's one like if I was
talking to sit down with people.
Sit down with people, you might have to go to an open mic on that one.
Yeah.
You know
I was thinking I got to talk to my family first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that they just know what I've been through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. And before we even get going, let's stop. You know what I'm saying? just to be safe, we're making good headway. We're not ruffling no feathers. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
It's a soft launch podcast. Let me see another one that I have. That was my best one, I think. And another one that I wrote down. We were having a conversation the other day. We were walking, and Samantha, I don't know if you were high or if you were just yapping, but
no, I'm embarrassed.
No, we were just walking, and you're like, I hope our kid is cool. Like, I hope we have a cool kid. And I was like, yeah, totally. Yeah, I hope he's not. I don't want a Scorpio though. I hope he's not a Scorpio kid. And I was like, well, I don't think that fucking matters. It's like, no, because I'm a Scorpio. My mom's a Scorpio, and I Alice is a Scorpio. So we always butt heads. So I just hope our kid's not a Scorpio, and that would mean. Yeah, no, we couldn't get pregnant now because then it would be a Scorpio, so can't do that. You don't think about this? I want a Taurus. You told me that you wanted a Taurus baby.
I do.
And it was hard for me not to tell you that you sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it has bearing, but I don't think of babies as zodiacs. I think of people as zodiacs.
Yeah, you look at a cute baby and then you're like, oh my God, it's going to grow up to be a male Gemini? That's horrifying.
I couldn't tell you why, but I've also, to me, Taurus is like the most random one.
Oh no, that's so David.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that all Taurus people are random.
Yeah,
but like when you talk about zodiacs, like they're like Gemini is a punchline because Two-Face, like Leo is like a punchline, Scorpio is like a punchline.
Yeah,
but like Taurus is kind of random.
Exactly, you don't ever hear about it because they're great.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
So am I convincing you?
No, I'm just saying I was like, how much thought have you put into this Taurus baby?
Oh, I get along so well with Tauruses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you considered what that might mean for me?
Oh, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You don't believe in it, so it doesn't matter what you think.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
When do you need me to? What is 9 months before Taurus season?
I would be. I don't know. I have to do the math. I figured it out that day, but I can't at this moment.
Yeah. Ah, damn. When's David's birthday? That's in
May.
That's May.
May 17th.
So May -5 -4 again. I have no fucking.
Yeah, you're trying to do it. I don't got it.
September, October, something like that.
Something like that.
September, October, August, September. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
So during that time, you're gonna be extra horny.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make you fucking work for it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Anytime we get into
sure.
Anytime we get
this
into
guy talking real game right now.
Anytime we get to fucking Taurus creation season,
yeah,
I'm gonna make you suck it before you.
Feel it in my pussy.
Oh. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want this Taurus child? Because I'm pretty hungry. I'm pretty hungry and I'm pretty hard, Pop.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, just making you work a little hard, and that actually not a bad angle.
Yeah.
That might be the angle, but yeah, I just
that isn't a bad angle. I think that's really good.
I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah,
that you said that, like, because we've talked about children before and like how we want to raise them, and this is like a good. It's got to be around 100 conversations about our children that you just break out the Taurus on me, the Taurus of it all. I'm like, women are so different.
I did say to you, I was like, I'm going to say something that you're not going to care about.
Yeah.
I did warn you.
You did put that's true.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is good, actually.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should
sit with that one. We're 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. But yeah, that's having a certain zodiac child is so funny because guys are like, I hope my kid plays sports.
Yeah.
I hope my kid wants Jordans.
Yeah.
Like, we think very small.
What?
And you're like, I hope my kid is a Taurus with the Capricorn rising.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. Gotta be.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you never thought of. I mean, of course you wouldn't.
All
of my friends have.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
How much of your personality do you think is It
isn't much.
No.
But
it's enough to make a difference.
Like how much of my I guess I should let people not everybody can read your mind. How much of my personality is like based in Zodiac? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, not based on your belief of Zodiac, but like how much do you ascribe who you are to being a Scorpio? Like how much of your character traits do you feel like you derive from being a Scorpio?
I think a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, and also
can you put a number on it? Just so I know.
Well, I would say this. I will say this before I give you a number. I used to like read about Scorpios, but some things I definitely get. Other things I'm like, doesn't, you know what I mean? And then I learned about rising signs.
Yeah.
And then I read that and I was like, that's
crazy.
That's more me.
Yeah.
And they were like, and your rising sign is how you present more.
Yeah. Okay. And what is your rising?
Aquarius.
Okay.
And when I read about that, I was like, oh yeah.
Now, question, and I'm not trying to be a cynic because I want to poke holes in it, but I think this is a fair question to ask. Do you think the introduction of rising and stuff like that is to kind of just hedge their bet a little bit? Because you're a Scorpio, and if that doesn't resonate, well, what's your rising? That just gives you another chance to have something different.
Do you think that this was just created today?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like...
Maybe you want to watch about. Are you talking about my religion?
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you something, okay? Because astrology is a thing that I think modern... The idea around it is that it's more propped up by women. That's the idea around it. But if you don't think it was created by a man, that's just a fact. I don't know which man, probably fucking Galileo. I don't know which man created astrology, but it was a guy.
Yeah,
because
probably.
a woman, not that she couldn't have, the society would not have let her get this idea off the ground. She would have been thrown at the bottom of the Salem Lake in the witch hunt.
She would have
been burned at the stake.
Yeah.
So a guy created this. If you don't think a guy would have added something to hedge his bet to make him look more right, I think that's a huge oversight if you don't at least account for that possibility.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that women are dumb for believing it or that it has no bearing, but I think you have to consider that possibility that these things were introduced to kind of just increase the chances of something resonating with you.
And I just want to let you know that if I was running Salem, you'd be hung. You're talking about my fucking religion.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm a cop to watch. I'm hung right now. All right, it's fucking huge. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But you know what? Can I tell you the absolute gag?
What's the gag?
The absolute gag is that I'm such a Leo. That is the absolute gag. I feel like it's such a moment when I tell people.
Yeah.
Because they're always like, oh my God, of course, the hair. He loves attention. And I'm like, no, you think so? I think it's stupid.
That's crazy.
That's the fucking gag.
That's why you won't even cut your hair?
No.
Just to fit in?
It's my whole thing. Who's this guy down here? It's fucking lion. I love lions. I'm a Leo. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, please?
I've known that for so long.
I love that.
Yeah, it's just true. It's
That's
just
really funny.
Yep. Fun stuff. That's good. What a fun
That's
thing.
a good premise. I think you should go on that.
We'll figure that out. Look at us, man. Getting fucking writing done.
Yes, I have
hope
one
you guys
more.
like it. You got yes, please.
I have one more about
this is also good for us because
we can flush things out.
We flush them out. We also can get ownership of things.
Yeah, that's true.
And when I say good for us, good for you, bad for me. No, good for you, because now it's hard for me to steal.
Yeah.
Some thief.
Yeah, exactly. It's comic that steals.
Yeah. Comic to watch your wallet around. I'm pickpocketing.
Yeah. I had one about you being a teacher and how women, like, I'll ask you stupid ass questions all the time. Like, would you love me if I was a fish? You know, all of those things.
Yeah.
And when you were a teacher, I asked if I was a student, if you would date me.
Yeah, you did ask that.
Yeah, and I was like, if I was one of your students, like, I know it would be wrong, but like, you would love me. And you were like, Samantha, that's insane.
No, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And I took offense.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized I was the problem. I was like, oh, so you don't love me. You don't love me enough to ruin your life.
Yeah.
End your career.
So you wouldn't groom me. Ungroomable.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go to jail and get ass raped for me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess you're not like us. Yeah, Samantha, girls are funny, man, because, you want a stand-up guy. You want a guy that has good values, a guy that's going to protect you and like, be a good example for, your family. But you also want to know that guy would be the fucking worst person in the world for you.
Yeah. I want to know you would risk it all.
Yeah. I want to be so sure that we're soulmates.
Yikes.
Yeah, be careful. I want to be so sure that we're soulmates that I need to make sure that if we met and you were 30 and I was 15, that you would still be into me.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, I forget. I'm not your soulmate, so that's why you wouldn't do that.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah, my soulmate would have groomed me. God. My soulmate would have put his dick in my mouth.
Yeah, and Jesus Christ. And that's the bottom line. You're such a fucking Scorpio. Oh my God, that is funny though. That is there's
something
definitely
there.
Something there
I just can't. I haven't.
I think you got to filter it. You got to filter it. Oh, man, you're dark, dude. Like your two is like you have to go to an open mic with these. You're gonna become their king.
I know.
Yeah, but both of those are good. You just gotta fucking find your way to finesse around them. It's also not that scary because it's through the lens of your thing. But that second one is a tougher sell.
What about me wanting you to date me if I was?
Yeah. But it is. It's not. It's undeniable that it's really funny.
Yeah. I think I have to start off being like ridiculous. Like, I ask my man like all these things. Like, I ask him a million times if he loves me. I ask him like if I'm a starfish, if he would love me.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe get into it. I don't know. I have to figure it out.
I don't even think you.
I got to start off small. I can't just head into that.
No, I think maybe highlight the difference between you and who you perceive other girls to be. It's like girls will ask, "Oh, would you love me if I'm a worm? Would you love me if I'm a this?"
Yeah.
Not me. I'm different. My man's a teacher. I asked if I was in your 8th grade class, would you be into me? No. Oh, it's like so. The absurdity of it. It's just such a bad. Not such a bad. It's such a topic.
Yeah.
That like it's gonna be a hard sell, but it is funny.
Yeah, I think I could make it work.
You can. It's just that's how you know it's.
Yeah, I won't go over in every crowd.
Yeah.
But it'll be a fun one for me.
That is.
I mean, whatever. I talk about death a lot. I talk about killing my ex-boyfriend.
It's true.
Or wanting to kill him. People there are rooms that hate it.
Yeah, that's so much more relatable though. This is relatable and it is true, but you are saying it and people are gonna act like they don't have thoughts like that.
Yeah.
But that is really funny.
Yeah.
Because that's just funny. That's funny as hell. That's really a fucking silly. Yeah, if you make that work, I feel like that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Look at us, man. Having a fucking blast. I love that segment.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
If you guys like the premise party, fucking drop your RSVPs in the comments. Let us know you liked it.
Yeah.
We also do want to say thank you to everybody that always drops comments.
Yes.
I want to give a big shout out to my guy Melvin.
Melvin, I mean, you are the
what a
man.
Champ. What a fucking champ. Super Softie of the week. The guy Melvin listens on Spotify, comes over to YouTube whenever we tell him to.
Yep.
My favorite thing about Melvin is that every time he comments something, I always have a fucking attitude with him.
Yeah, you have an attitude with Melvin all the time.
And it is my favorite thing. I feel like it's a running gag that everybody's into, but nobody knows
Nobody knows it's happening. And one thing about Melvin, he's going to write you a strongly worded email.
One thing about us, we're not going to fucking read it. I don't have that password.
I do. I check that email every day to see if anybody wrote us an email. Write us email, softlaunchcomedy@gmail.com.
Yeah, Samantha will check them and we'll talk about them on the pod because we've been struggling for topics lately.
Yeah,
it's what it is, but we're having a good time. We had a fucking little premise party. Monroe's in the building.
Yeah.
What else do you want?
I have some high thoughts.
Please, yes, dude. Let's fucking before we do them, give me a fucking high five.
I don't
man.
have many. One, I don't even know what to make of it because I don't know what the fuck I wrote. Okay, hold on. Coming.
This is. I feel like when people ask me what my favorite part about being with a comic is, besides your personality, outside of you as a person, this is my favorite part about being with a comic.
Yeah,
because this is like so much fun for me.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah.
I wrote a little high thought that I don't feel like I relate to men on much.
You don't relate to men on much.
Yeah. However, y'all did your big one with the man flu, because the man flu, which is a cold that men have.
Oh, but like playing it up.
Because one thing about me, I'm gonna have the man flu.
Yeah.
I feel a little tinge of something, and I'm gonna complain about it for hours.
Oh yeah.
And let me have a cold. I've said I wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
I've told JC, I'm like, I think I might die tonight.
Yeah, you have to. And the thing,
and I love that men do the same thing. Yeah. You guys really did your big one, and I'm really proud of you guys. It's probably the only thing that I like that you guys did.
Men are so stupid because
that and Zodiacs.
We have such a hard time like going to the doctor. Like I didn't want to go to the doctor when I fucking broke my toe.
Yeah. But
I need to stay home if I'm feeling a little sicky.
Yeah. Got a little stuffy nosy.
Yeah. I got my little tummy wummy. But if it's something big, I couldn't be arsed. It's like not a big fucking deal.
I broke my finger and then cured myself.
Yeah, men are funny because it's like, hey, my dad never told me he loved me, and I don't want to talk about it, but I don't feel so good.
Yeah.
I feel a little sicky.
Yeah, I got a scratch in my throat.
Yeah. My mom died young, and I can't respect women, but not a problem.
Yeah.
But I have a 98 fever.
Yeah.
My fever's 98 degrees.
And I know it's supposed to be 98.6, but I'm at 90.7, and I'm really nervous.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah.
That's such a guy thing.
It is such a guy thing, and call me a guy.
Yeah.
Because I think this is where I think women have gone wrong. I think like we've been like, oh, get up and like get at them. No. I'm gonna listen to my body, and if I'm a little sicky wicky, I'm gonna stay in Betty Weddy.
Yeah,
I'm not. People are like, I go to work when I'm sick. Good for fucking you. Yeah. I watch Maury.
Dog,
what are you talking about?
You guys, the real short end of the stick situation.
Real short end of the stick.
Because you get sick, right? You have regular fevers like anybody else. You also get a period.
Yeah.
Tough.
Not me.
Tough cookies on that one.
Yeah, tough cookies. I haven't had a period in so long. I don't remember what it's like.
Yeah.
Because I have an IUD, so I don't get a period. I get I spot.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a period, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I have one. And I do. Yeah. And it's complain.
Yeah. I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna love it.
I think it's gonna be really becoming on you.
Yeah. I think I've actually been missing it.
Yeah, because you're always worried like, oh my god, my family's gonna say I'm so skinny. You're gonna get a little bloated.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bloated.
You're gonna get some fucking cravings. You're gonna stay in Betty Weddy.
You're gonna stay in Betty Weddy. Yeah.
And everything's just gonna be my fault.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can you think of a better situation for yourself?
I really can't. I can't wait. I was gonna say something really gross, but I won't. For all the things that come along with it, when like you're complaining, and I'm like, a blood clot just fell out of my puss.
I know,
all right,
tough stuff,
you're gonna have to get me some coffee. Yeah, I honestly can't imagine. I don't even know. There's also like so much has changed since the last time I had a period. Like people wear Thinks, which is like underwear that you could just bleed into.
Oh, that's fun.
There's like Diva cups.
Diva cups.
Yeah, there's like these things you like stick inside you and you like bleed into them.
Diva cups sound like the fucking glasses that they drink out of on Love Is Blind. Those fucking golden glasses.
Yeah, I don't know who fucking named a Diva cup, But yeah, it's like this little suction thing you put inside, and you can keep it there for like a day, and you just bleed into it, and then you fucking like hook it out of your puss.
Oh, good.
You can have sex with a Diva Cup.
What?
Yeah, because it's all the way up. But I just like, and this is a problem, and I know I need to work on it and go back to therapy, but I don't like to explore my own body in that way.
Yeah.
I don't like my fingers that far up. Just not for me. Yeah. And I just don't even know how I wouldn't be able to get it in, and I wouldn't be able to get it out.
And God forbid.
And I heard it's a mess when you take it out, because it's just a bowl holding your blood.
God forbid your cup runneth over.
You understand?
It's a little heavy flow.
Yeah, poor guys that are listening to this, but this is just what happens, and deal with it.
Also,
who cares?
Honestly, truly, genuinely, period's not that disgusting. I mean, it's tough, but not my problem.
Yeah.
So I think the whole of it all.
Yeah.
I'm over that.
Are you gonna part the Red Sea?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where does Bond? Throw a couple towels down.
Yeah.
We gotta fucking wash in
the house. Yeah.
We got an in-unit wash.
Yeah, we also got a couple towels from your grandmother. I mean, you know what I mean? That's the least we can do. It's the least we can do.
Let the dust. You want your legacy to live on. We'll live right on it. We'll live right on top of it.
Yeah. We'll leave some living things on it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's what it is. No, of course, absolutely. Whatever you need.
Okay.
I'm a soldier, dude. I love you.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're hot. So it's like, yeah, of course. Oh, no. You know what
I mean? Yeah. That's just a nice way for JC to say that he's part of the Red Sea a couple times.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking, like you haven't seen Moses a couple times. Like you haven't seen Moses fucking wave his staff around and fucking let his people go.
Yeah.
He hasn't led it. Yeah. Like a couple people haven't led their people to the promised land. Okay. So fucking, let's calm down over there.
Yeah.
All right. You're offending Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
Okay? That's not very mazel of you. What else you got?
And then this was a high thought that I just had, but this week we had Employee Appreciation Day at my job. And so, my job is really great. My boss sent me a $50 Amazon gift card.
That's a fucking solid gift card.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Jobs, you're expecting 10 to 15.
I couldn't believe he gave me $50 on Amazon, which I need to like transfer into my Amazon account. But yeah, so he gave me that. It was really nice. And my job also like had a masseuse on site, which I obviously forgot to sign up for. I didn't have the time. They had meditation classes that you can go take, and that was really, really nice. But give us a day off.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know how I would feel appreciated if you just left me the fuck alone for a little bit, and also sent me a $50 gift card.
Yeah.
But yeah, just coming into work and like, hey guys, everyone's sending emails. Send me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Yeah. Have AI do my job for the day. And whenever it's like you're gonna lose your job to AI, thank God.
Let him give him a dry run. Let him fucking let him trade him today.
Yeah.
No, that's so funny. Jobs will go so far out of their way because it's like I feel like that's so American.
Yeah.
That's just an American thing. Like we want to show our employees we appreciate them, that their time is valued, that we respect them. So, we'll have them come in. We'll have a lot of really nice things. And no matter what is in.
Yeah.
You've already made the mistake.
Yeah.
You made the mistake we'll have them come in. If you appreciate them, leave them home.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave me home and tell me you can sign off early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time I did a show with Max at a fucking insurance company at 9 a.m. on a fucking Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was like an employee appreciation thing. Like they did something nice. They had like a whole breakfast.
Yeah.
And then they had us come in and like, do a little comedy show, make them laugh before they started their day of work. And I think it was Dan Carney or Jaddy that was like, employee appreciate. They were like, they did this for the employees. If you wanted to do something, they're like, send us home.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
It's so true, though.
It's like they will do anything but let you leave. Anything but let you
leave. Yeah. So that was just I didn't go to any of the meditation classes. I just hid in my corner and I scrolled a little more on TikTok.
Yeah, you just had a tougher day at work. Everybody else was still circling back. They were just getting also their shoulders rubbed while they did it.
Exactly.
Oh my days.
So annoying. But anyway, those are my high thoughts for the week.
Yeah. What would be the best employee appreciation outside of them sending you home? What could you like if you had to let's say shoes on the other foot, you're the boss.
Okay.
You can't send them home, but you got to do something for them to appreciate to feel appreciated. What would you do?
Take them for a late lunch.
Late lunch?
A late lunch.
But I feel like your team is too big for that, no? You got to send that down to the ranks, like every manager
takes them out. Take them out for a lunch where you're just like, hey, this is your thing, and we have a little liquid lunch.
Yeah.
And you let me. It always ends with me leaving early.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no other thing, and you're just gonna have to let me leave early. Yeah, we're going for a late lunch, and I can leave by 4.
Yeah.
Miss all the fucking train traffic.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well there it is.
Yeah.
That's
feed me, honestly.
Feed me.
I get a couple things for the table.
Couple things for the table. Spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah. That's something we used to do in my old job. That was like how I bonded with Gail's husband. Like we went out to like a steakhouse or something, and then he was like, I didn't know. It was like my first time going out with him, so I didn't know how he was. I didn't know he had an employee like card.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just have this, and he's like, we should get a couple things for the table. I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, and then I was like, we'll take this, that we just order so many things.
Yeah, shout out to Dave.
Couple mac and cheese
he's
for
a
the
big
table.
for the table guy.
Yeah, he's for the table guy.
Went out,
we're
big for the table.
Big for the table.
Yeah.
And he got me into that. I'm like, big for the table.
Yeah.
Still get your own meal, but big for the table.
Big for the table. That's the fun part, man.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than getting things for the table when you don't have for the table money.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing that's going to break your heart more than a for the table when you were on split the bill time.
Yeah.
Separate checks. We're all paying for what we got. And when people start getting things for the table, there's nothing that fucking makes your heart drop quicker. Dog, nothing. That's the biggest lesson I've ever learned in my life is when you're out on a big group dinner, you have to get yours.
Yeah. You absolutely have to.
You get the most expensive thing. You order a bunch of things for the table. You will spend more money than you want to spend, but you will not be taken advantage of.
Exactly. You will leave full.
Yeah, that dog, there's nothing worse than going to something where everybody's splitting even and you're fucking trying to penny pinch. You're going to get fucking taken for a ride.
Let me tell you something about me is that even when at my brokest, I never even had to learn that because if we're ordering for the table, I'm always going to get mine.
You ain't never been poor for them.
I had a job. Yeah. But like one thing, I never want to pay it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've always gotten mine. If something's on the table, I'm always like, are you having this? Can I have the last one? One thing about me, I'm gonna eat. Yeah. Every time, like girls would go on first dates and be like, I didn't like to eat in front of them. It's like, yeah, I got a personal pie for myself. And I ate the whole thing. Yeah, I got a pie. It wasn't personal, but I took it personal. Yeah.
I got a pie. He took it personal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat every time. I just put the time I went out with a guy who was Jewish. Yeah. And it was during Passover. Okay. So they can't eat bread.
That's hysterical.
And he took me to a pizza place. Yeah. He took me to Freehold.
Yeah. Or Freehand.
One of those. Whatever. It was in Brooklyn. It's closed down now. But there used to be a show they used to do there, Lobby Comedy. And I had been there on a date. So he took me there and he was like, oh, I'm Jewish and I can't have bread. And I was like, oh, and he's like, so we can get salads. And I was like, you can get a salad. I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'll do you one better. I'll have a spicy margarita and a margarita pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And I did. I'm not even kidding, because the guy started talking about his money on the date, and I was like, okay, because don't do that. Yeah. So I talked about how much money he made. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't think I went home about 6 margaritas in, and I had a full piece of pizza, and I took it to go. Yeah. And I got myself an Uber, and I took my ass home. He was like, I live over there. I was like, good to know. Got in my car, and I went home, and I never talked to the guy again, but I was fucking half in the bag drunk, and I was full. I had a little leftover. Went home, smoked a little weed, had my leftovers. Yeah. It was a great night.
What a night. Yeah.
He thought I was going to get a salad. I was like, baby, I don't do a salad.
Samantha just in her 20s, picking off people by their faith. Just taking Muslim guys 30s. Out on Ramadan, on Eid. Yeah. Because I can't eat till the sun goes down. That's crazy. We'll take a couple. Yeah. we'll take some spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah. Not for this guy.
Yeah. No bacon. Yeah. But
you're like on the side.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's just what I was doing.
Yeah. That's very funny. Yeah. Dating, dude. What a nightmare. What a time, dude.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about dating? Because I know it's tougher for
nothing.
No. Nothing good? Nothing positive? Nothing that you enjoyed?
No.
Damn.
Yeah. Like,
no little parts of the exchange? Nothing that you can look back on? Like, not like I missed this, but like fondly, like that's a fun little thing.
No. I don't think I really don't. And this is not for me to like shit on men and all men are the worst, but I don't think that people who don't date straight men realize how hard it is out there. Yeah. The things that people have said to me on dates, done on dates, I'm just like, you many guys are just setting up. I don't know you at all. You think I'm going to fuck you? Yeah. Like, I know that I had sex with you on the first date, but I knew a concept of who you were. And like, we were like, I had a concept. I didn't meet you on a dating app and didn't know a single fucking thing about you. Mm-hmm. Like, these guys, just the things that they say, or like you sit on a date with a guy and they get a drink in them and they're like, ass fat. And I'm like, what? The fuck are you saying? I don't even know you. Just so insane. Yeah. Or just like people who, they're feeling you out too, right? And they're saying, weird shit about things that I feel strongly about. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. What the fuck is this?
That's a tough one.
Yeah. I just don't like it. Or you mean guys are like talking about how much money they make because they think that is going to do something. It's like, hey, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. At all.
Yeah, that is what we're taught. We're taught that does mean a lot. We're taught that that's kind of the whole thing. That's what we're taught.
Yeah, there was a guy who was like, yeah, I didn't get a stimulus check because of course I make more than 100,000. I was like, that's great. I got one. I got two actually. So good for you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, you know what? Order more for the table then. Yeah, do a lot of this, and I'm not doing a little this. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Give me a little fucking drink if you're gonna be fucking yapping this whole time. Put your money where my mouth is.
That's the only thing that's going in there.
Yeah. Just terrible. No, I mean, I guess it was like the stories that came from it, but like.
That's tough, man.
I mean, whatever. It wasn't like, I was dreading it, but it was more like, well, I mean, I wasn't actually kissing them, but metaphorically kissing a lot of frogs. Yeah. Before you find your prince, and it's just like, oh God. It's also like, I realized I'm like, oh, a lot of you. There's so many uncool people. Yeah. Like you're in this conversation. I'm making jokes. You're not at all. Yeah, it's tough. You're just serious. Your conversation stinks. You haven't asked me a single question.
It's got to be tougher to deal with a guy who's not funny because, like, as a woman, because guys don't think you're funny just because you're a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so to actually like,
and we know that because a comic told us that yesterday.
Dog, was crazy for that.
Yeah, he was like, women aren't really funny, and I was like, what?
I'm like, dog, you don't have, you got to get your.
Yeah, you can't say that when you haven't seen your dick in years.
Yeah, you got to get that.
Your stomach's down to your fucking calf muscle. Yeah, and kidding, not your calf muscle where it should be. You have no muscle.
Yeah, the kid, you got to.
Yeah, he's a great funny comic.
He's hysterical.
But
you got to get your BMI down under a certain number before you have a real misogynist takes like that.
Yeah, and then I was like, I think you mean people. He's like, well, yeah, but women are included in that. I'm like, yeah, that's why you should say it generally. Yeah, because it just sounds like you don't like women.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I could get how that happens, but I feel like you got to clock that, man. When you
wild.
Look like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely. He's like, I'm not saying you're not funny. You're a comic. You're obviously funny. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to have this conversation with you.
I know. I was just like, oh, just eat them up. I wasn't even gonna try to.
Yeah, no, it's not even. I didn't even eat them up.
No, you didn't even need to. But yeah, it's just I'm like when people are that funny because he is that.
He's
funny.
Hysterical.
When people are that funny, I'm like, why you do this?
Yeah,
you should be better. Not better like as a person, but like this is like you have to challenge this thought.
Well, he's focused so hard on being funny that he's not done any other work.
No, not even as a person, but like as a comic, you have to challenge that thought because that's such an accepted trope. Like I feel like that's like. For me, I don't know how you feel. I feel like accepted tropes are like the first thing that I not attack, but like that's the first thing that I want to look at when I'm a comedian. Yeah. Like when I'm thinking of a joke, I'm like, what does everybody accept as true, and how can I flip that to create a new perspective or something interesting? And I feel like that's such an accepted trope that women aren't funny, which is not true. Yeah. Such as like. You have as a comic, your brain has to be like, you have to, I reject that.
I reject that. So, no, but
it's so accepted. You have to counter.
Yeah, it's true. I agree. I mean, I've heard it a million times, but because
we do that with every other thing, like words. Like nobody wants to say this word, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
that's what comedy's based in. So when dudes have like such regular, it's basic. Yeah, it's a basic ass take, and I'm like, no way, you're still here.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? That's a hilarious guy. Big. I'm gonna have to bleep it out probably, but
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's just what it is. But
he's very funny though.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that was those were my high thoughts.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. We got to around about an hour. We're here with the baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got anything else you want? I do want to talk about how we are. Let me tell you something about my baby, man. One thing about my baby, she got us tickets to Monday Night Raw tomorrow.
Yes.
Right now it is Sunday, and when you guys are listening, it's gonna be Wednesday. So we're not gonna exactly. Like, it's hard for us to give like a recap because we're not going to be there. Yeah. But we are going to Raw, and it's going to be a fucking movie tomorrow. Yeah. So shout out to
Monday Night Raw is at MSG, and we're going, and we got floor tickets.
Floor tickets. We're going to be in section 3. Yeah. Row 11. Shout out to Maria Maverick. I feel like out of everybody that listens, she's the most tapped into wrestling. Most tapped in. She wanted to know what we felt about the John Cena heel turn. Guys, real quick, if you don't watch wrestling, it's fine. I get it. You know, it's so, but it is. Shit is lit now, bro. Yeah. It's lit. It's cool. It's back up. Like, if you like sports, get into wrestling. It's fun.
If you like reality drama, TV,
get into wrestling. It's fun. Also, ladies, the women are cooking.
The women are cooking. Naomi and Bianca have this thing. They were crying on stage. Bianca,
it was honestly. Live,
I started tearing.
I've never seen anything like that.
It was incredible. I was like, this is like a reunion.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was incredible.
It was amazing character work. It was like, even the guys like don't get me that emotionally invested. Yeah. And I think it's so interesting because we talk about how the women play up the friendship on like social media much more. And I think that makes that segment so much deeper.
Yeah, because like, you know they're friends.
You know it, like they really are friends. And it's like, it's kayfabe. It's such a new take on kayfabe, or keeping the illusion that wrestling is real going. Yeah. It's such a nuanced new take, and it was so, because I was catching up on my phone, and when I catch up on my phone, I'm on TikTok, so I'm just like fast forwarding through it, and I stopped. Yeah, I was like, oh, I want to watch this.
I was watching something on my phone, and I turned it off to watch it.
Just listening to the way that they're talking, so good.
It was so great.
So it's something for the and fellas, if you're still here, all these women, fat asses,
huge asses,
not even bullshitting you. They're fucking 10 out of 10s, bad bitches. Wearing nothing.
Yeah.
Watch this. It's good stuff.
All right, watch your mouth.
It's good
You'll
stuff.
You'll be taking a bathroom break during those times.
Happy Women's History Month. That's what it is. But we're going to Raw tomorrow, man. We're going to get to see fucking Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a steel cage main event. What?
Yeah, and Roman Reigns 100% is going to come out. I'm going to have to acknowledge.
So we're going to, fingers up right now. If you're listening to this on Wednesday and Roman Reigns came out on Monday,
just know we have no voices. That we have no voices.
We gave you everything. We acknowledge our tribal chief and tell us that we made it happen.
Yeah.
We put in the call to the wise man.
Yeah.
It's what it is. I can't wait, man. Wrestling has been such a fun thing.
Wait, we were talking about the heel, him turning heel.
Oh, Cena turning heel. I love it, man.
So anyone who doesn't know turning heel is like he went evil.
He's a bad guy.
He went a bad guy now, which is very hard for me to understand in wrestling. I have to ask JC a million times when the crowd is booing someone who is quote unquote gone heel. I'm like, they want this, right? They don't feel bad about this.
Dog, Samantha was watching for example, like the New Day, right? Yeah. Historical good guys, and they just turned heel, and they're getting booed out of the building. And Samantha's like, oh my God, no. I'm like, no, this is good. This is what they're trying to do.
Oh, I hate it. I'm like, I hope they don't feel bad.
Nothing is worse than people turning heel and getting no reactions. It's like, oh, then we don't care.
Okay.
So
it's a good thing.
It's called getting heat. You want heat.
Okay. And so John Cena just went heel, turned heel for the first time in his career.
Well, he was like a fake heel when he first came up, and he was like doing battle raps and stuff. He was the Dr. Thugonomics.
Yeah.
And that's not real.
Yeah.
So, but once he
John
became
Cena, as we know him,
hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up. John Cena, he's been not only a babyface, but like one of the biggest babyfaces, if not the biggest babyface of all time. So people have been calling for him to turn heel for so long because it's just a fresh take on a character. And him actually doing it is I couldn't believe it. I knew it was coming and I couldn't believe it happened.
Yeah. So I'm excited just to see what happens. I'm excited for WrestleMania.
Yeah, they said, I don't know if you read this, they said they wanted to save this heel turn for WrestleMania. So they wanted to have Cena and Cody be buddy all the way leading up to WrestleMania, and then at WrestleMania have him turn.
And what happened
on Cody? And they just decided to do it early at the Elimination Chamber instead, which I like because it
leads it up. Like we're super excited.
We're gonna get real time with this character. Yeah. With John Cena, Evil Cena. I can't wait, man. Yes. I can't wait to see the first time he comes out. I hope it's fucking tomorrow.
I know.
Imagine I'll take either Roman or Cena, but I really want Roman. But we're going to get to see Jay do his fucking entrance.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
All over the place. It's going to be a blast. We'll try to shoot some content and get it up for you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, we got a lot of cool things coming. We have our soft launch live show on March 22nd.
Yes.
Saturday, 5 p.m. at the Stand. The link is in our bio. Promo code Monroe for half off tickets.
Yes.
We have our In Rhythm stand-up comedy show. Mm-hmm. That is going to be on the 30th, Sunday, March 30th, 8 p.m. New York Comedy Club, East 4th Street. Promo code for that is also in our bio. If you click the link for that show in our bio, it takes you to the promo code.
Exactly.
Tickets. So they're already discounted.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about nothing. That.
And before we go, shout out to Charisse and her man Dan or Dave. Dan or Dave, I can't remember. I wasn't on the show, and Samantha's mom was there, so I was trying to impress her, so that's where all my attention was.
Yeah.
But Charisse is somebody that she didn't go to our school, but like we knew her from around college, and she got to see Samantha host at East 4th Street, and like found out that they watched the pod, and it was a really nice moment.
It was really great. They were in the front row, and I didn't know that this is the pod, but they looked like our demographic.
Yeah.
And they were so much fun. I had so much fun doing crowd work with them that I was like, if they aren't listening to our podcast, they absolutely should. Love it, yeah. And then she was like, "We know you," and I was like, "Oh my God!" It made my whole day.
Yeah, truly, we're very much at the part of the career of our careers where that will make our whole night.
Our whole night.
Because I didn't get up at all on Saturday, and that made my whole fucking night. Like that's better than I don't know if it's better than doing shows, but it's as good as it can get. It feels
really great.
So cool. So. Honestly, please come to shows. They're so much fun. We always have a blast. We have 2 big ones coming up that we'd love to see you guys at. And other than that, thank you guys so much for listening. Keep watching, listening, Fucking like our podcast. Leave a comment on Spotify. Leave a review on Apple. Wherever you listen to us, fucking let us know that you're tuning in, even if it's just an emoji.
Yes, please, please, please. It really does keep us going.
Yes,
it's so important.
It is everything to us, and we love seeing it, and we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I've been JC Mendoza.
I'm Samantha Santos.
And this is Monroe Sally Santos. Give us a little snort so we can sign out. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace. Ooh.
And we're out.
And we're out.